I felt very nervous, but now it's over, and now we're vaccinated.
The CDC clearing the way, and now kids are getting the COVID-19 shot. A local protest against a federal vaccine mandate, how state lawmakers are now getting involved. But first, the third day of Joseph Elledge's murder trial. A look at the latest from the courthouse. This is KOMU 8 News at 5.
Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
The jury heard hours of secretly recorded interactions between Joseph Elledge and his wife, Mengshi Ji. This in the third day of Elledge's murder trial. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jordan Berger. Thanks for joining us today. The defense revealed yesterday that Elledge did kill his wife, but on accident. KOMU 8's Peyton Headley has been in court for the entire trial. She joins us live outside the courthouse with the latest. Peyton?
Reporting live in Columbia, Peyton Headley, KOMU 8 News.
A lot of sunshine in central Missouri. We'll detail that coming up in just a little bit.
I was the only one in my family since I'm the youngest who I haven't gotten it yet, and I was really excited to because, well, I get to go to Disneyland too, so.
Children as young as 5 are now able to get the COVID-19 vaccine. It comes after the CDC director signed off on the children's doses last night and nearly 11 months after the vaccine was authorized for adults. Now, for some parents, it's welcome news, but others are still skeptical. Now, the Biden administration and medical experts are working to reassure parents that the benefits outweigh the risk. NBC's Alice Barr has that story from Washington. That was NBC's Alice Barr reporting. Now, the COVID-19 vaccine is free. The Biden administration wants to make it as easy as possible for parents to sign their kids up, with many schools and community centers planning vaccine events. The available supply is expected to increase through the weekend and into next week. More than 530,000 Missouri children are now eligible for the Pfizer vaccine. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services has adopted the CDC's recommendation that kids ages 5 to 11 receive the vaccine. Now, the plans for delivering doses in Boone County are still being discussed. The Boone County Health Department says vaccine doses for children will be available in schools. One spokesperson for the department says the COVID-19 vaccine clinics at schools will start in a few weeks.
Plan to start the COVID-19 school-based vaccination clinic starting the week of November 15th, because that is the week after we finish up with the school-based flu shot clinics.
Hum says the department has not received a shipping confirmation on the Pfizer doses. The Pfizer vaccine for children in that age group is a 10 microgram dose. A movement is growing against the federal vaccine mandate in Columbia. State lawmakers and others joined 3M employees at a protest today. KOMU 8's Wilson Truong is in the studio to tell us more about what it looked like. Wilson? Thanks, Wilson. Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers will miss Sunday's game against the Kansas City Chiefs after testing positive for COVID-19. The head coach made that announcement earlier today. He would not comment on whether Rodgers is vaccinated, but earlier this year, Rodgers was asked if he was vaccinated, and he said he has been, quote, immunized. He's the second Green Bay player to test positive this week. Practice squad quarterback Kurt Benkert announced he tested positive on Twitter on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti has also tested positive for COVID-19 while in Scotland. He was at the United Nations Climate Change Conference and had met with other mayors worldwide before he knew about his diagnosis. According to Garcetti's office, he is fully vaccinated and, quote, feeling good. Well, today, a Supreme Court decision could allow more guns on the busiest streets in the nation. Plus, how a group of professional sports teams in Missouri are making history. Welcome back, everyone. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is adding paid family and medical leave back into President Biden's spending bill. She is adding 4 weeks of paid family and medical leave. It comes after Democrats took it out last week. Pelosi previously said she would only move a bill that could pass in the Senate. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin's opposition to paid family leave makes it unlikely a bill that includes it could pass the Senate. Analysts believe Pelosi could be trying to unify the Democratic Party's message after a significant loss in the Virginia governor race. Today, the Supreme Court reviewed a challenge to New York State's gun restrictions. Now, the state's current restrictions prevent individuals from carrying guns outside the home without a special license. Currently, only 5 other states have similar restrictions. The court's decision could allow more guns on some of the busiest streets in the nation. Now, this case is the first major Second Amendment case seen before the court in more than a decade. Coming up, how Missouri sports teams are making history and push. Welcome back. Some of the biggest professional sports teams in Missouri are teaming up in an effort to legalize sports betting. KMUA8's Danielle King is in the studio to tell us about the steps needed to make that happen. Danielle? Ahead for us, what sweet impact sugary drinks might have on children. That's coming up. Welcome back. The CDC reports a decrease in deaths by suicide in the U.S. for a second year in a row. Between 1999 and 2018, suicide rates increased by 35% overall, before seeing a decrease of 2% from 2018 into 2019. As the overall trend of suicide deaths is dropping, the CDC reports an increase in deaths by suicide among young adults, Native Americans, Black Americans, and Hispanic Americans. This is the first time that the CDC has created a report based on preliminary data. If you're having thoughts of suicide, help is available. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number is on your screen now. We also have links to resources available here in Mid-Missouri on our website under the Brighter Tomorrow tab. A new study looking at how sugary drinks affect preschoolers shows the drinks may actually improve scores in math for some students. Belgian researchers reported the drink negatively affected boys' skills in math, but actually improved scores in girls. Belgian researchers found that boys who were given a sugary drink were initially relaxed before becoming restless. However, the girls' behavior was not significantly affected. We'll have one final check of your forecast when we come back right after this. Welcome back. It's day 3 of Joseph Elledge's murder trial, and the jury spent most of today listening to secret recordings between Elledge and his wife Meng Shiji. KMUA8's Peyton Headley has been in the courtroom all day. Peyton, what's the latest?